Most people think profitable livestock means cows, pigs, or chickens. But what if the most life-changing, income-generating animals are the ones nobody talks about? And some of them can start producing real returns right in your backyard, or even your garage. Here's the truth. Across the United States, a quiet group of retirees, homesteaders, and everyday families are building sustainable, self-sufficient income streams, not from traditional farming, but from livestock most people have never seriously considered. In this video, I'm sharing 10 of the most profitable livestock options that are low maintenance, low cost to start, and genuinely productive, even with limited space. If you're someone who wants less financial pressure and more direction, this channel is for you. I post calm, practical ideas like this every week, and subscribing means clarity will just show up. You won't have to search for it. I'm really glad you found your way here. Let's start. 1. Mealworms. Most people walk right past this one, and that's exactly why it's worth stopping for. The quiet problem many retirees and small-space homesteaders face is wanting a real income stream without the physical demand of traditional farming. Mealworms solve that problem in a way that is surprisingly simple, genuinely low effort, and highly productive. The reason this works is straightforward. Mealworms require almost no space. A few plastic storage bins stacked in a garage, spare room, or basement is all you need. They cost almost nothing to feed, thriving on oats, bran, and vegetable scraps you'd otherwise throw away, and demand for them is growing fast. The U.S. pet food industry, backyard poultry community, and emerging alternative protein market are all actively looking for reliable mealworm suppliers, and most areas are still deeply underserved. To start, all you need is a set of plastic bins, a starter colony of mealworm beetles, and a bag of oats. If you already have those, you're ready. What you're doing is simply maintaining the colony through its life stages: egg, larva, pupa, beetle, rotating bins as each stage develops. No complicated equipment, no special training. 2. Rabbits. Rabbits represent one of the rarest combinations in small-scale farming: fast reproduction, extremely low feed costs, and multiple income streams all coming from one animal. For seniors and retirees looking for a healthy, manageable, and genuinely profitable livestock option, rabbits are one of the most overlooked investments available today. The reason this works is that rabbits are efficient in a way few animals match. A single breeding doe can produce several litters per year, each with multiple offspring, and the income doesn't stop at meat. Rabbit pelts, rich manure prized by organic gardeners, and live breeding stock sales all add revenue layers to the same operation without adding much extra work. It's a truly sustainable system. To start, you need 2 does and 1 buck, along with a basic hutch setup that fits comfortably in a backyard or garage corner. What you're doing is simply feeding quality pellets and hay, keeping housing clean, and allowing natural breeding cycles to run. To maintain it, keep a simple calendar tracking breeding dates. That single habit keeps your operation organized and productive without any guesswork. Over time, this doesn't just improve your income, it builds a living, self-replenishing system that produces value week after week. Many senior rabbit farmers describe it as one of the most grounding and purposeful routines they've added to their retirement life. 3. Aquaculture fish, tilapia, or catfish. Fish farming is one of the fastest-growing food industries in the United States, and a surprisingly workable home-scale system fits in a basement, garage, or backyard shed. For families and retirees who want a healthy, self-sufficient food source that also generates income, small-scale aquaculture is one of the most life-changing investments you can make in a limited space. The reason this works is the growth rate. Tilapia, one of the most popular choices for home aquaculture, grow from fingerling to harvest size in roughly 6 to 8 months. They eat inexpensive plant-based feed, tolerate a wide range of conditions, and produce a clean, mild, family-friendly protein that commands premium prices at local markets and through direct sales. To start, you need a tank in the 300 to 500 gallon range, a basic filtration system, and a batch of fingerlings from a local hatchery or online supplier. What you're doing is feeding twice daily and checking water quality weekly, specifically pH and ammonia levels. These two habits keep the system healthy without requiring any specialized expertise. To maintain it, harvest fish in rotation rather than all at once, so income stays continuous rather than seasonal. A small upgrade that dramatically improves the system is pairing your fish tank with a simple grow bed above it, a setup known as aquaponics. The fish waste fertilizes the plants, and the plants filter the water. 4. Honeybees. Most people assume beekeeping is dangerous, complicated, or only for experienced farmers. But managed correctly, even 2 or 3 hives in a backyard can become one of the most productive, sustainable, and genuinely rewarding income sources a retiree or homesteader can build, with very little physical demand once the system is established. The reason this works is that bees generate multiple income streams from a single investment. Raw honey is the obvious product, but beeswax for candles and lip balms, propolis for wellness products, and pollination service contracts with local farms and orchards all come from the same hives. Demand for raw, local honey in the U.S. has grown steadily as more families seek natural, healthy alternatives to processed sweeteners. To start, you need 2 Langstroth hive boxes, a starter colony, typically sold as a nucleus colony, or package bees from a local supplier, and basic protective gear. What you're doing is inspecting hives every 2 weeks during the active spring and summer season, looking for signs of a healthy queen, adequate honey stores, and no pest issues. To maintain it, treat for varroa mites once a year and harvest honey in late summer when stores are at their peak. Over time, this doesn't just produce income. It connects you to the natural rhythm of the seasons in a way that feels deeply meaningful. A simple thing that multiplies your return is branding your honey with a clean, handmade style label and selling at a local farmer's market or through a neighborhood social media group. Locally branded raw honey commands significantly higher prices than bulk commodity honey. 5. Dubia roaches. This is the one most people skip, and that's exactly why it's one of the most profitable on this list. Dubia roaches are the gold standard feeder insect for reptile owners across the United States, and the supply consistently falls short of the demand. If you're looking for a rare, low-maintenance, high-margin livestock option that fits in a closet, this is it. The reason this works is the nature of the market. The U.S. reptile pet industry is enormous and growing, with millions of bearded dragons, leopard geckos, and other insectivores requiring live feeder insects daily. Dubia roaches are preferred over crickets because they don't smell, don't make noise, can't climb smooth plastic surfaces, eliminating escape risk, and carry more nutritional value per insect. Reliable suppliers are genuinely hard to find in most regions. To start, all you need is a plastic storage tote, egg crate cardboard for hides, a heat source to maintain 85 to 95 degrees Fahrenheit, and a starter colony of a few hundred roaches available from online insect suppliers. What you're doing is feeding them fruit, vegetables, and dry grain while maintaining warmth consistently. To maintain the colony, separate adults from nymphs monthly as the population grows to prevent overcrowding and optimize breeding rates. Over time, this doesn't just improve your income. It builds a genuinely self-sustaining system that grows larger and more productive every month with minimal added effort. A small tip that accelerates growth. List your roaches on multiple platforms simultaneously: Etsy, eBay, Morph Market, and local reptile Facebook groups. Sellers who do this report selling out consistently, even as their colonies scale up. 6. Muscovy ducks. Muscovy ducks are one of the best-kept secrets in American small-scale farming. Unlike chickens, they are nearly silent, highly resistant to common poultry diseases, and produce a lean, rich, healthy meat that chefs and health-conscious families actively seek out. For seniors who want productive livestock without the noise complaints or high maintenance of a traditional chicken flock, Muscovy ducks are a rare and rewarding alternative. The reason this works is efficiency. Muscovy ducks free-range naturally, spending their days eating insects, weeds, slugs, and kitchen scraps, which dramatically reduces feed costs compared to chickens. Eggs, meat, and live bird sales all generate income from the same flock, And because they're so disease-hardy, veterinary costs are minimal. Many Muscovy farmers across the U.S. report lower overall operating costs than any other poultry they've raised. To start, you need 4 to 6 ducks, a mix of females and 1 male, a simple 3-sided shelter for nighttime protection, and access to a shallow water source like a plastic kiddie pool. What you're doing is letting them free range during daylight hours and securing them at night to protect against predators. To maintain the flock, refresh their water daily and supplement with grain during winter months when foraging is limited. Over time, raising Muscovy ducks doesn't just build income. It creates a productive, low-pressure daily routine that many senior farmers find deeply satisfying and genuinely family-friendly. Grandchildren especially love interacting with them. Marketing your birds as pasture-raised and chemical-free, which they naturally are when managed this way, allows you to charge significantly more when selling to local buyers, ethnic food markets, or specialty butchers. 7. Snails. Snail farming, known professionally as heliculture, is one of agriculture's best-kept profitable secrets, and it is gaining serious traction in the United States. High-end restaurants, gourmet food importers, and the booming natural skincare industry are all actively seeking reliable domestic snail suppliers, and most American farmers haven't caught on yet. That gap is your opportunity. The reason this works is the demand diversity. Snail meat, escargot, is a premium restaurant ingredient that commands high prices from upscale dining establishments. But beyond food, snail mucin, the natural slime produced by snails, has become one of the most sought-after ingredients in the natural skincare and wellness industry, with cosmetic companies paying extraordinary rates for raw, sustainably harvested supply. To start, you need a shaded outdoor pen or a humid indoor container, a layer of moist substrate like coconut coir or peat, and a starter batch of garden snails or giant African land snails sourced from a licensed supplier. What you're doing is feeding them leafy vegetables, calcium-rich foods like crushed eggshells, and keeping their environment consistently humid. To maintain the farm, keep humidity above 70% and harvest mature snails every 3 to 4 months as the colony naturally expands. The most effective shortcut to profitability is connecting directly with one restaurant or one small batch skincare producer as your anchor buyer before you even scale up. That single relationship removes the hardest part, finding customers, entirely. 8. Quail are the most space-efficient egg-laying bird in existence, and their eggs sell for 3 to 5 times the price of standard chicken eggs at health food stores, specialty grocery markets, and farmers markets across the United States. For seniors, retirees, and anyone with limited outdoor space, quail represent one of the most consistently productive and genuinely low-effort livestock investments available. The reason this works is the combination of speed and output. Coturnix quail, the most popular variety for small farms, reach egg-laying age in just 6 to 8 weeks, compared to 5 to 6 months for chickens. They lay nearly every single day, eat a surprisingly small amount of feed relative to their output, and thrive in compact wire cages that fit in a garage corner, shed, or even a covered porch. To start, all you need is a wire cage, 6 to 10 female quail from a local breeder or hatchery, a small feeder, and game bird crumble feed widely available at farm supply stores. What you're doing is collecting eggs daily and keeping feed and water fresh. That's genuinely the core of the work. To maintain the flock, clean droppings once a week and replace any birds that slow in production after their first year. A simple value add that multiplies your profit. Pickle quail eggs in decorative jars with herbs and spices and sell them as a specialty product at markets or through local food groups. The markup is significant and the product sells itself. 9. Earthworms. Vermiculture. Earthworms are quietly becoming one of the most in-demand inputs in American organic agriculture, and a productive worm farm fits in a plastic bin in your garage. As sustainable gardening, organic farming, and soil restoration become mainstream priorities across the United States, the market for premium worm castings and live worms has grown into a serious and profitable industry. The reason this works is the product's value. Worm castings, the natural output of red wiggler worms, are considered the richest, most life-giving soil amendment available anywhere. They improve plant health, water retention, and soil structure in ways that synthetic fertilizers simply cannot replicate. Organic gardeners, urban farmers, and homesteaders across the country pay premium prices for high-quality castings, and live fishing bait worms add a second, consistently demanded revenue stream. To start, all you need is a plastic storage bin or a wooden worm box, a pound of red wiggler worms from a local bait shop or online supplier, and moist shredded cardboard or newspaper as bedding. What you're doing is feeding the worms fruit and vegetable scraps, coffee grounds, and paper materials, essentially your household food waste, while keeping the bin moist but never waterlogged. To maintain the system, harvest castings every 60 to 90 days by gently separating worms from finished compost using light, since worms naturally burrow away from brightness. One of the best zero-cost supply strategies is partnering with a local coffee shop for their spent grounds. Worms thrive on coffee grounds, and most shops are happy to set aside bags for pickup, a sustainable, community-building relationship that eliminates most of your feed costs. 10. Crickets. The global edible insect market is growing rapidly, and crickets are at the center of it. The U.S. pet food industry, backyard poultry community, reptile market, and emerging human health food sector are all converging on this one rare opportunity. And small-scale cricket farmers who start now are positioning themselves ahead of a wave that most people don't see coming yet. The reason this works is biological efficiency. Crickets convert feed into protein far more efficiently than any traditional livestock. They require almost no water, produce virtually no greenhouse gases, and can be raised in stacked plastic bins in any small temperature-controlled space. That combination of low input and high output makes crickets one of the most productive and sustainable livestock options in modern American small farming. To start, you need several plastic storage bins with egg crate hides for shelter, a starter cricket colony available from online insect suppliers, and chick starter feed from any farm supply store. What you're doing is maintaining a temperature of 85 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit, providing a shallow water dish with a sponge to prevent drowning, and harvesting adult crickets at 5 to 6 weeks before natural die-off begins. To maintain the cycle, collect egg-laying trays and incubate them separately to keep each generation clean and predictable. The single highest leverage move in cricket farming is drying and packaging your harvest as cricket flour or cricket protein powder for the health food market. The price per pound for processed cricket protein is dramatically higher than selling live insects, and the health-conscious, sustainable living consumer base willing to pay that premium is growing every year. If this has been helpful so far, go ahead and give it a like. It helps YouTube share this video with people across the U.S. who genuinely need these ideas. And I'm curious, which one of these 10 surprised you the most, or which one feels the most realistic for where you are right now? Drop it in the comments below. I actually read them, and I'd love to know what's resonating with you. Priority bonus tip. Here's something most people miss when they first discover options like these, and it matters more than picking the perfect livestock. The biggest mistake new small-scale farmers make is trying to run multiple operations at once. They get excited, and rightfully so, because every option on this list is genuinely profitable. But scattered energy produces scattered results. Instead of adding more, remove the friction of indecision first. Pick just one livestock option that fits your current space, your current energy level, and your current budget. Commit to it for 90 days. Learn it. Let the income and confidence from that one experience tell you what to add next. This is the shift that separates people who stay in the planning stage forever from people who actually build something sustainable, self-sufficient, and genuinely life-changing. The most productive farmers in America aren't the ones who do everything. They're the ones who do one thing well, and then grow from a place of real experience rather than theory. Start focused. Stay consistent. Let the system do what systems do when you respect them. Grow quietly, steadily, and on your behalf. You don't need a large property, a big investment, or endless energy to build something that genuinely matters. You just need one steady direction and the willingness to start, imperfectly, humbly, and with what you already have. Every single option in this video has been built into a real income stream by real people, retirees, seniors, and everyday families across the United States, who simply decided to begin. Pick one idea from today. Start small, let it grow, and if you want more calm, practical, and profitable ideas like this, subscribe to Zero to Purpose. This channel is for people who want to live more intentionally, more self-sufficiently, and more purposefully, without pressure, noise, or overwhelm. Thanks for spending this time here. I'll see you in the next one.